In 1834, a railway was built to convey sea sand for the farmers on Bodmin Moor. So we had the Southern Railway around Weybridge and the Great Western Railway coming in from Bodmin Road into Bodmin General. One of the earliest railways in this country. We're running a heritage railway here. We have been for almost 20 years now. It is extremely popular and successful. We are trying to portray the steam railway way back in the 50s and 60s. People love nostalgia, and we're trying to make that atmosphere not only on the train and on the locomotives that we use, but also the whole product. So when they come into the station building here at Bodmin General, there's the old type booking hall with the booking hatch issuing the old card tickets. The buffet itself has some nice old pictures and a really nice old atmosphere. They go in the waiting room, there's the old coal fire there which is lit in the winter. So it's the whole atmosphere, I believe, of preserved railways, or heritage railways, shall I call that.
Oh, look, there's the fire.
All the passenger services in the area had been withdrawn by the mid-1960s. China clay traffic continued to run until 1983. The last of the China clay traffic trains ran from Wenford Bridge down to Bodmin Road and onto the coast at Foy. So in 1983, everything had closed up. Fortunately, The station building here at Bodmin General, which was built in 1887, is still with us, as is also the main tracks. The tracks were left in situ all the way through to Boscawen Junction. So in 1986, when the Preservation Society came along, they were able to start refettling initially just a short section of line here at Bodmin General, and then in 1990 reopened to Bodmin Road, now called Bodmin Parkway, and in 1996 reopened to Boscawen Junction. That gives us 6.5 miles of running railway.
Don't speak too quick. Underneath? Yeah, all right.
We have a living steam museum here. In our main shed we have the Southern Railway West Country locomotive, Wadebridge, undergoing restoration. We are hoping that it will be steamed again by the end of next year, possibly into 2006.
These Barry restorations are a tremendous test of patience, skill, time, and you're basically having to replace the spokes of the wheel that was originally invented. It can be frustrating. It was derelict. I mean, it had been stripped at Barry, partly stripped at Barry, and obviously one side had suffered from the salt air environment, very, very rusty. We've got 90% of all the components now. We're actually erecting the engine as we speak now. Ongoing pipe work is being completed. We've got the valve gear to assemble. We've got all the motion, the rods, and the original chain drive, the chain for the chain drive, is actually being made in America now as I speak. The engine has got a local connection, having been named in Wadebridge itself in 1945, and it spent the first 5 years of its life based at Exmouth Junction. It ran the North Cornwall line, the Atlantic Coast Express. It was the first West Country to work to Plymouth in 1946. I remember them as a youngster running around Plymouth. I travelled to Tavistock behind one. Always remember that, getting char in my eye and stuff, but I just carried on looking out. Always remember it going through Shillermill Tunnel near Tavistock. Yeah, it's just, they did something for me, impressed me as a youngster. I'd stand North Road Station and watch them for hours.
Recently we repaired our Great Western Railway Prairie locomotive 5552, and also our GWR pannier tank engine number 4612. That really has put us on the map as being an extra interest for people to come and visit us. Normally steam trains start running at about 11:30 in the morning. We run diesels on most Saturdays. Gives a bit of variety. There are some people out there who like diesels, and we have some diesels here as well as steam engines. For the record, there are 3 main diesel engines. We have a Class 50 Triumph, Class 20 River Foy, and a Class 33, and 2 diesel shunting engines. The China clay traffic was in little 4-wheel wagons, hauled up until early 1960s by the BT well tank. BT well tank number 30587 is sizzling in the background. That was built in 1874 and is still steaming today.